And welcome, everyone, to an America East chat. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by Stony Brook's Mo Gueye, the America East Defensive Player of the Year. Had 8 blocks against UMBC, averaging a 7th best, 3 blocks a game, overall 10, 7, and 2.7. So it's been quite a year for you, Mo, in an unprecedented season. How have you basically kept this all together to where you've been so productive despite so many disruptions?
I think firstly it comes with just passion, for the game, regardless of the times we're in, and everything that's going on. Just you got to try the best you can to stay focused. So I think that's been the number one thing. Obviously, being here at Stony Brook with the coaching staff and my teammates, it's somewhere that I enjoy being. I enjoy being in practice, traveling for road trips, and participating in games. So staying focused hasn't been as hard as I might have thought it would have been.
When there's been disruptions, how has that not disrupted your timing, especially at the defensive end?
It's like that was kind of difficult, with the scheduling has been really hard this year. The back-to-back games, possibly games being canceled, traveling, having to do testing. Obviously, our biggest thing was the shutdown we had for about a week and a half, that definitely played a big part in the season, and it could be overwhelming. But, it's kind of like with the first thing, just trying my best to stay focused, and just come in and do what I have to do night in and night out.
So you transferred from a junior college. Why was Stony Brook the best fit for you?
Coach Ford, he kind of grew on me when I was at Monroe. He obviously reached out to me and expressed his interest, but I got to know him better as a person, kind of became like really a mentor for me. And besides that, I came here, I met the guys and everything on my visit, and, it was just, it felt like a family, like a community, It wasn't that different from where I was from, which is Staten Island. It's close. I'm only about an hour and a half, 2 hours out. So, I felt like it was a perfect place for me to be. And obviously, from a school perspective, the education is really good here. So
the playoffs start this weekend. You guys are going to take on Lowell at UNH. You swept them earlier in the season. It's kind of crazy that we're already at the playoffs.
Yeah.
But how do you approach, what you guys need to do against Lowell in a single elimination situation after beating them twice earlier this season?
Obviously the playoffs is a completely different ball game. So, regardless of the season, it's 0-0, for every team. So you got to come out and take each game one by one. You really got a game plan, even though we've seen them twice already this season. Players, teams, everybody comes with a different intensity, a different mindset, knowing that it's win or go home. So, everything is left out there on the court. So you really do got a game plan and, bring the right intensity and the right focus to make sure that your team wins and keep advancing.
When this is all over and you sort of take stock in what you guys experienced, what do you think you will take from this season?
Probably the biggest thing I'll take from this season is, just appreciating the time here and then just the present, obviously with everything going on in the world, we could be really grateful that we're still able to come here, play basketball every day, be around each other as friends, even though things aren't exactly the way they were, it's still, the fact that we're here still playing the sport, after especially sitting at home for so long, having the season end early last season, being quarantined or whatever you're doing at home in the summer for months, the fact that we're able to come back here and have somewhat of a season, I feel like that's probably the biggest takeaway I have is just appreciating that and just being appreciative in general.
Well, Mo, you've obviously had a phenomenal season in an unprecedented season. Congratulations on being the America East Defensive Player of the Year, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.